What's going on, filmmaking homies? It's your boy Cody Blue, and I just got back from a super rad trip to Banff National Park. Totally inspired, just like completely took my filmmaking game to the next level. I think traveling is probably the best way to get re-inspired, to learn different techniques, and really see things a little bit differently. So I got to thinking, how awesome would it be if you could come hang out with me and the homie Brock Bailey in paradise and shoot a wedding and just learn about filmmaking and ask all the questions that you want to ask? And then I realized we could totally make that happen. So the homie Brock and I partnered up, and in today's video, I'm going to be announcing what's probably the biggest giveaway that I've ever done on my YouTube channel. And it has to do with you coming to hang out with me and just having a good time, shooting a wedding, learning all about filmmaking, and just enjoying yourself. It's going to be super rad. I'm stoked. You should be stoked. Let's roll the intro and we'll talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. A special thanks to those of you guys that are subscribed. We just hit 29K, we're on our way to 30K, and I am super stoked. It's super awesome. I just really appreciate the support. But today, we're talking about what's probably the biggest giveaway that I've ever done on my YouTube channel. I am super stoked to be able to bring this to you guys at only 30K subscribers, but I think it's gonna be an amazing opportunity. And it's just gonna be a great way for you to take your filmmaking to the next level. Now, I actually did a poll on my Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to see a giveaway in my next video or a tutorial in my next video, and funnily enough, most of you guys actually voted for tutorial, which I think you would have voted for a giveaway had you known what we were gonna be giving away. But because most of you guys voted tutorial, we'll do a little tutorial about these sliding titles at the end of this video. But for now, let's talk about this giveaway. So for this video, I partnered up with the homie Brock Bailey, who you guys know from the Hawaii vlog and the Hawaii wedding. He's a super awesome wedding filmmaker, and him and I came up with a way to bring one of you guys with us to Hawaii. That's right, Brock and I are going to be taking one of our subscribers to the beautiful island of Honolulu, Hawaii to shoot a destination wedding with us and shoot some travel filmmaking and pretty much give you guys the opportunity to learn how a destination wedding works and learn all about filmmaking. You can ask whatever questions you want about your cameras, about shooting. You'll get to see hands-on how we shoot, how we're getting our footage, and maybe even a little bit about how we edit our videos. And we just think it'll be a great opportunity for you guys. But on top of that, we're gonna be giving away a Zhiyun Crane gimbal to a second place winner and a Brevity camera bag to a third place winner. Now, all you have to do to enter is click the link down in the description below. We'll need your YouTube channel URL, and you'll have to subscribe to my channel and Brock's channel, and we will be double checking that the winner is subscribed to both channels. So don't just click the link and click away and get your entries, because you're not going to be able to win. You have to be subscribed, but that's a super easy way to enter, considering we're going to be pretty much bringing you to Hawaii for free. Now, for those of you guys on my Instagram who voted tutorial, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to win the trip to Hawaii. Nah, I'm just kidding. You guys can still win. It's just enter, just go click the link in the description below. But I will do a tutorial for you guys, since it was kind of 50-50 between giveaway and tutorial. So we're gonna show you guys how to do these little titles. Let's jump into Premiere Pro. What's going on, guys? Now today we've got a super easy title transition that I like to use for a lot of my videos. I use some variation of this title in pretty much every video that I have that has like a logo or a title or something like that that my client requests. I just think it looks really clean compared to like your normal fade in or fade out. It's just a different way to change up your titles without making it too crazy. Personally, I like my titles to look really clean, and I think this is a great way to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're gonna do is grab the text tool, and we'll add our title to our video here. I'll just put Hawaii, since we're going to be giving away a trip to Hawaii, which is pretty sick. I'm glad to be able to do that for you guys. But yeah, so we'll do Hawaii. I'm just going to change the text so that it looks a little bit better. And now we're ready to begin with our transition. So basically, we're just gonna need two effects for this animation to work. We're gonna need a crop effect. We'll drag that onto our title. And then we are going to need a transform effect. And again, we'll just drag that onto our title. And now we'll go to our effects controls to actually manipulate those effects. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is make sure our transform is above our crop. And then we're gonna begin working with the crop effect. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do this. Today, I'm just gonna use the top and bottom and show you guys exactly how I did in the intro to this video so that you guys can do that same title. But I think once you figure that out, you'll be able to use the left and right in different motions as well. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna crop the top of this until it just starts to cut off our text. And then we wanna make sure we drag it back up just until it's right at the top of our text. And then we'll do the same thing with the bottom. We're gonna crop it just until our text almost starts to get cut off. Somewhere around there looks great. And then that's pretty much all we're gonna have to do with the crop effect. So now we're gonna be working with this transform effect to actually get that title animation to happen. So what I'm gonna do is just push play and then I'll push pause. That way I can move forward just a little bit and I'll set a keyframe because I want my title to finish here. So now what I'll do is I'll drag it back to the beginning and I'm gonna take my position and drag my title up. As you can see, it disappears. So now I'm gonna have a title that pretty much is coming out of nowhere, which I think looks super clean and cool, but we can polish it up just a little bit by adding a couple more things. So the first thing we'll do is we're gonna uncheck this use composition shutter and we're gonna change this to 180. And basically what this is doing is it's simulating the 180 degree shutter rule that we would have on our cameras, which is gonna give us a little bit of motion blur. So as you can see here, now the text is a little bit blurry and it just looks a little bit better, a little more natural, a little cleaner. It tends to fit better with your video than if it was moving perfectly sharp. So we want it to blur a little bit. And now the next thing that we're gonna do is highlight these keyframes. We're gonna right click, we're gonna go to temporal interpolation, and we're gonna choose ease in. So now this is gonna ease in nice and smooth, which will make the transition look a little bit better, but I like to make it a little bit more smooth. So what we're gonna do is drop this position arrow down and you can see our keyframe graph here. So personally, I like to have mine start out really fast and kind of slow down as it comes into the screen. So I'm gonna drag this rightmost handle here all the way to the left, and then I'm gonna take this leftmost handle and drag it left a little bit as well. So now you can see we have a nice curve. Let me pull this down for you guys. So we have a nice steep curve. It starts off really fast and then it kind of slows down as it comes into the frame. So now we'll take a look and see what that looks like. It comes in and it kind of slows down as it's coming into the frame. And now all we have to do is get this title out of here. So you have two options. You can either go back up the way you came or you can go down into the bottom of the frame. So I'll just choose to go down for this one, but I think once you know how to do that, you'll be able to figure out how to make it go up as well. So the first thing I'm gonna do is set a keyframe. I'm gonna push play, push pause, and then I'm just gonna drag it down. So something like that, just until it's barely gone, and that'll be perfect. Last thing I'm gonna do is make sure I ease this again. So we'll just zoom in here a little bit. And we're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side, but just the opposite. So we're gonna drag it that way, drag it this way. And now as you guys can see, we have a nice curve. So it starts off slow and it speeds up as it exits the clip. So we'll play that back for you guys and you can check it out. Boom. And our title plays and now it's gonna exit out. Perfect. So it comes from the top down, pauses for a second, and then it goes out. So that's pretty much all there really is to this tutorial. It's super easy. Like I said, you can make the text go back up if you wanted to. So instead of this end keyframe here, we would just drag an upwards keyframe instead, like that. And now you'll see the text will exit upwards instead. Boom. So I like to use that a lot as well. So there you go, guys, a super easy way to step up your title animations. Personally, I just think it looks a little bit cleaner than just fading them in and fading them out. Obviously, there's a bunch of different stuff that we can do with titles. If you guys are interested in a full titles video, let me know and I'll go ahead and make a tutorial about some of the different title techniques that I use. But this here is one of my favorites, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So there you go, guys, the biggest giveaway I've ever done on my YouTube channel. I'm super stoked to meet one of you guys, teach you pretty much everything I know about filmmaking, and hopefully help you step up your filmmaking game. Now, there is one thing that I do have to disclose for you guys. If you want to win the trip to Hawaii, you do have to be 18 or over. I know, I'm sorry for those of you guys that are under 18. So if you're under 18, you can still be entered to win the Zhiyun Crane gimbal and the brevity bag, but unfortunately the Hawaii giveaway is only for people that are 18 and over. But that's it for today's video. Do me a favor, like this video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more. If you have any questions, send them to my Instagram at CodyBlue_. But until next time, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, and hopefully we'll see you in Hawaii.